First guy, hard to follow, balls on the table, but I will attempt it. So yeah, my name is John Bixby. Is this forward? All right, ooh, that's sweet. Okay, so just a couple of things. Can you guys hear me in the back? Want me to move this way? Okay. You can hear me in the back, those people who are kind of annoying at the first speakers talking. You guys can hear me? You guys guzzling beer back there? All right, sweet. Okay. So I am being recorded, and I have 3 young kids, so I'm going to try to keep this clean. But if I swear, I apologize. And if you are offended by the notion of sex, then you should leave right now, okay? And I'll give you three seconds to do so. Okay, so I want everyone, we're going to start with a visualization. So everyone close your eyes. We're all friends here. Close your eyes, close your eyes, close your eyes, okay? And I want you to think back to the last time you had passion about something, someone, some act, passion. Breathe it in, feel it. Does everyone got it? If you don't got it, it's possible that you don't feel any passion, that's okay. Now open your eyes. Take a deep breath, okay? How many people thought about sex? Put your hand up. Put your hand up. That's it? Wow, okay. How many people thought about their children? Kids, family. How many people thought about some sort of art, of music, concert? Okay. How many people thought about their work? Jesus, that's a lot of passion in this room. Okay, cool. So you guys are a skewed audience because that's amazing. What I want to talk about today is not sex. It's about trying to imbue passion in your workplace. And one of the things I'm most proud of doing is building a workplace where we won the best employer in BC 5 years in a row with about 75 employees, and we built passion. So what I want to talk about is passion. So first I want to talk about luck, and I think these two things are really important. One of the tenets I have is that we're all really lucky to be here. We're lucky to be in Canada. We're lucky to speak the English language and get educated. For those people who are sort of countering that and saying, I started from a shitty upbringing, well, you're freaking lucky that you have good DNA that got you up from your shitty upbringing to where you are today. So this is luck. There's a lot of luck involved in where we are. Number 2, we're all going to die. Death is inevitable. Okay, so, and I just want to talk about that. We're going to die either unexpectedly, like leaving the building tonight. We're going to die in an old age home. I'm going to die because this sound is terrible. But we're all going to die. So my philosophy on life is because I'm going to die, and in my experience, that's not true. Passion is nurtured. Passion is a story that starts with the founding myth or founding story of a business, comes down to why we exist, why we are building this together, why we want to build this with our customers. And if you don't have that, and you don't nurture that from the day you start, passion is not just going to magically happen. Because some CEO that's running around and passionate is not enough, especially as you grow your business. You have to have a sustainable, passionate model. What I want to do is I want to tell you 2 things that will hopefully help you. I don't have all the answers, but the most important thing to understand with employees, I believe, is everyone wants control in their lives. The number one thing that drives passion is I don't think anyone grew up here wanting to be an executive assistant or a QA person. Everyone wanted to grow up to be happy and control their lives. And so as an employer or as a startup founder, you have to understand that control is at the heart of passion. And you have to allow people to control their lives. And if you don't, if you want to control their lives, I don't care how passionate you are, they're not going to be passionate. I'm going to give you one more tidbit because I'm going to get yanked off the stage and I want to answer your questions. This is just a really simple thing that we did all the time. So get a Google spreadsheet, write all your employees' names. Some people in this room have lots of them. And find out something really cool about them. Find out something that they're passionate about. They love Coldplay, they love Hawksworth Restaurant, they love travel. And find a way every 365 days as the CEO or boss of your business to surprise them with something that they're passionate about. And that's really, really impactful. Don't ask them what they're passionate about. Actually take the time, learn about them. I don't care if you're 500 people, find out what that person is that you've never met is passionate about, and go and surprise them with that passion. Super effective way of delivering a gift and a surprise that builds passion. Most importantly, because we're going to die, because we are lucky to be here, why bother living most of your life in a non-passionate way? It makes no sense. We're all going to die. If you don't feel passion in what you do today, cut your losses. Because the reality is, if you don't feel it today, it's not going to happen. So quit your job, go tomorrow, write a letter, quit your job, and find something you're passionate about, because life is just too short. I'm going to end with that quick, and questions. Questions, passion. Yes.
Yeah, so coming from the Dilbert world, we're not particularly known for passion. How do you grow that from your engineers and other STEM-inclined people who don't necessarily have passion?
So what I found, and I think every company's different, every person's different, I think engineers are some of the most passionate people I've ever met around engineering. So what we used to do, as an example, is try to foster that passion. Have 10% time, do a hackathon, build cool shit, create science projects, like do stuff that they're geeking out on, and they'll get really, our experience was like get really passionate. Everyone's passionate about something. You just have to find things.
So how do you make people passionate about like Ruby on Rails?
Or Drupal.
There's a lot of things that aren't really that interesting that you spend a lot of time on.
Yeah, I think stop doing it then.
All right, I like that.
Quit. If you're not passionate about it, stop. Simple. Other questions? Yeah.
What was that about executive assistants and QA people?
So, are you a QA person? Here's what I'm saying. I don't think most kids, I have 3 kids, and they're not saying, I want to grow up to be a QA person. What they're saying is, I want to grow up to be happy and have control over my life. So it doesn't matter what you end up doing. The core message is, you want to be happy and you want to have control.
I got it.
That's the point. Are you in QA?
No, I'm not. I was very curious, but I thought they are the...
I just used that as an example. I could have made fun of anyone.
I'm just kidding.
Any other ones? Yeah.
So how do you keep the passion going?
In my love life?
Well,
Is
no.
that right? we can have that chat.
We'll talk after.
How do I keep the passion
Work
going?
especially. Work
In
especially.
work, to be honest, I don't do stuff I don't like to do. That's my personal, like if I'm not, and what I've learned is because I'm not passionate about it, I'm gonna do a shitty job. So for me, it's finding a sweet spot, and it's like an 80-20 rule. There's 20% of the time you'll probably end up doing stuff you don't, but if you find it 50-50, 20-80, you're on the wrong seat on the bus. Like there's this comment, sorry, of like work through it. I don't believe in working through shit that I don't like. Yeah?
How do you get employees passionate about your business? They may be passionate about gaming, but how do you transition that into your actual business and objectives?
I mean, I think ultimately you're trying to solve a problem for a customer that you better be passionate about. And so there are examples of businesses that I, as an investor, can't get passionate about because I'm not passionate about the problem. But ultimately, I think it comes down to the problem you're trying to solve. So don't try to fit a square peg in a round hole. If someone's not passionate about your mission as a business, trying to solve X, they're probably not a good hire. I don't care if they have the skill set; it's not going to last. Cool. Oh, last question, sir.
Last question. You have, let's say, 3 or 4 passionate items. They all have very compulsive rewards. How do you choose which one you're going to have?
God, that's a good question. So the question is, if you have multiple things you're passionate about, what do you choose to apply yourself to?
You can't affect all of them.
Yeah.
But you have to choose one.
I don't know the answer to that. What I've learned in my life is I want a portfolio of opportunity. I like portfolios. I don't like to go all in on anything anymore. I like to do a bunch of different stuff. But that's just what makes me happy. Yeah. Okay, thanks.